A government that robs Peter to pay Paul can always depend on the support of Paul. Beware of false knowledge, it is more dangerous than ignorance. Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the aeroplane, the pessimist the parachute. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The longer I live, the more convinced am I that this planet is used by other planets as a lunatic asylum. This is the true joy in life. Being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. Being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live, it is my privilege to do for it what I can. It is a sort of splendid torch which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. Write your sad times in sand, write your good times in stone. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. I learned long ago, never to wrestle with a pig. You get dirty, and besides, the pig likes it. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Success does not consist in never making mistakes but in never making the same one a second time. If there was 20 ways of telling the truth and only one way of telling a lie, the government would find it out. It's in the nature of governments to tell lies. A Native American elder once described his own inner struggles in this manner. Inside of me there are two dogs. One of the dogs is mean and evil. The other dog is good. The mean dog fights the good dog all the time. When asked which dog wins, he reflected for a moment and replied, "The one I feed the most." Some people look at the world and say, "Why?" Some people look at the world and say, "Why not?" Don't lose faith. Promise yourself that you will be a success story, and I promise you that all the forces of the universe will unite to come to your aid. You might not feel today or for a while, but the longer you wait the bigger the prize. You use a glass mirror to see your face. You use works of art to see your soul. The secret to success is to offend the greatest number of people. Take care to get what you like, or you will be forced to like what you get. Those who can't change their minds can't change anything. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. No diet will remove all the fat from your body because the brain is entirely fat. Without a brain, you might look good, but all you could do is run for public office. Silence is the most perfect expression of scorn. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. If at age 20 you are not a communist, then you have no heart. If at age 30 you are not a capitalist, then you have no brains. The things most people want to know about are usually none of their business. Don't wait for the right opportunity, create it. Just do what must be done. This may not be happiness, but it is greatness. The possibilities are numerous once we decide to act and not react. The person I miss most is the one I could have been. Experience fails to teach where there is no desire to learn. The more I see of the moneyed classes, the more I understand the guillotine. Power does not corrupt men. Fools, however, if they get into a position of power, corrupt power. Alcohol is the anesthesia by which we endure the operation of life. The only time my education was interrupted was when I was in school. Doing what needs to be done may not make you happy, but it will make you great. Life is a first draft, with no rewrite. Marx's Capital is not a treatise on socialism, it is a gerrymand against the bourgeoisie. It was supposed to be written for the working class, but the working man respects the bourgeoisie and wants to be a bourgeoisie. Marx never got a hold of him for a moment. It was the revolting sons of the bourgeoisie itself, like myself, that painted the flag red. The middle and upper classes are the revolutionary element in society. The proletariat is the conservative element. Hatred is the coward's revenge for being intimidated. He knows nothing and thinks he knows everything. That points clearly to a political career.